Oh my gosh, today is really piled up, folks.
5 decades of music. Mon Valley Radio.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. And everybody on the West Coast, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And everybody else in between this great, big, beautiful country of ours. How the hell you doing? What's up? What do you know? What do you say? What's happening? It's snowing. I can't believe it in this where I'm at. Geez, spring was just here and they took it away from me. Oh, jeez. No fair, no fair, no fair. So what's up? What do you know? What happened? Frickin', what? Is it Thursday already? Oh, man. Missed one of my favorite shows, the Goldbergs and American Housewife last night. Oh, tonight's Grey's Anatomy. So, yeah, I got playing around on the computer and not paying attention, and I had HGTV on, or no, it was a travel channel, watching paranormal shit, and just not paying attention. Next thing I know is freaking after 8:35 or something like, oh, too late now. Already missed one, part of another one. I'll have to pick it up today or something. I'll pick it up. There could be repeats anyway, So they'll repeat. Did you ever know? I don't know if any of you noticed it today, but so far this morning, I don't know what Dr. Oz did, but there were 2 shows on ABC that they ran pre-recorded shows. They didn't even run the real stuff. Kelly and Ryan, I don't know how much longer I can put up with that. I mean, Seacrest just walks all over Kelly Ripa when she's trying to talk or explain something. He always jumps in like he knows what she's going to say, and I'm sick of it. That's what happens when you get old. You sit around, you watch freaking shows, What else are you going to do? I mean, no, I got other shit to do. It's a shame. It's a shame. And you can tell sometimes she gets real frustrated. So anyway, here's some news. I just put it on Twitter. And I'm going to put it on here now for you folks. Georgia House passes bill stripping Delta of a multi-million tax break after it slammed the state's new voting restrictions. Whoa. So here's the way. You got a merry-go-round going around here. Georgia puts in these new voting restrictions. The governor signs it. The public is outraged, and they're saying, Coca-Cola and Delta, you got to do something. They're just like, you want us to drink your soda and fly on your airplane. You got to do something. You got to stop them bastards. So Delta pipes up, and Georgia turns around and says, okay, you want to play that game? So here's what's happening. Oh, long day. Okay. It's a long day already. It's still, just 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? Georgia House passes bill stripping Delta. Georgia Republicans voted to strip Delta Airlines of a jet fuel tax break worth tens of millions of dollars Wednesday after the company U-turned to unequivocally condemn the state's widely criticized voting restrictions, joining a growing list of executives who have criticized the new restrictions amid a debate over boycotting Georgia's biggest companies. See? Okay, Republican in Georgia House of Representatives voted to revoke Delta's tax break, which is worth tens of millions of dollars a year. The move was in response to CEO Ed Bastian condemning Georgia's controversial voting bill, who decided it was unacceptable and not matching Delta's values. Delta's values, okay. A number of prominent Georgia-based companies, including Delta, Coca-Cola, Home Depot, which exert a powerful force on Georgia politics, condemned the new law after pressure grew from activists to boycott them for not taking stronger stances against the law. So, Why don't these people just move out of Georgia? Delta say, okay, see ya, Coca-Cola. See ya, Home Depot? I don't know. See ya. Hey, there's a lot of states, man, a lot of cities. Come here. We want you. We'll take you. Here you go. Oh, this is the Hill. Yeah, boy, it just never ends. Apple CEO rips new Georgia law saying voting ought to be easier than ever. Okay, Apple CEO Tim Cook criticized Georgia's new voting law in an interview with Axios published on Thursday. And this is from thehill.com. Doesn't say when. Wait, doesn't say when it came up. Joining CEOs who condemn the new measure. See, this is what the freaking Mangled news is all about. You know, you just start, reading and just. Okay, so I know I hate to go through that spiel every day, but you got new people, all that stuff. Okay, so anyway, new measure was seen as making it more difficult for blacks and other minority groups to. Hey, it's the same way with white people have trouble, Overwhelmingly blacks, yes. And other minorities, yes. Even white, there's a few white people in there. More than a few. I mean, especially in Georgia. It's not the, greatest. The right to vote is fundamental in democracy. American history is a story of expanding the right to vote to all citizens and black people, in particular, have had to march, struggle, and even give their lives for more than a century to defend that right, Cook told Axios. The Georgia voting legislation was signed by Governor Brian Kemp. I wonder how long he's going to last. We'll find out. Everybody's saying Stephanie Abrams, which is good. I just hope, she lost by a narrow, according to what I know, margin. And I'm just worried about, is the second roll around for her, is it going to be good or is it going to be worse? I have the feeling people, when they run twice for something, they don't do. Look at it. Shit, Bernie Sanders has been running forever. So, he's been running so long, he even carries a folding chair with him. You've seen those pictures, right? Bernie Sanders. Okay, so the laws limit the use of ballot drop boxes, create new voter ID requirements, and prohibit people other than poll workers from giving food and drink to voters standing in line. I'd love to see them enforce it. Okay, so everybody just in Georgia, get ready. Get all your shit together early. Have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed and just bash the shit out of him. Get him out of there and they'll get rid of that. So you got to get rid of the legislators too. It's not just, the governor. It's Democratic lawmakers have accused the GOP-backed bill of being a direct reaction to the recent Democratic victories in Georgia during the 2020 elections. Okay, so that's that. If you want to read it, it's on the Hill. Politics, Apple CEO. Mm-hmm. You're going to have these copyright infringement stuff and stuff. This just dawned on me. You can't usually use the same name as somebody else or whatever, right? What happened to, this is Apple. Everybody knows Apple. All right? They even have, years ago, it was Apple, and then their computer was a Macintosh. Macintosh is a type of Apple, in case you didn't know that. But, a lot of us didn't know. Yeah, we knew it. I'm just kidding. But anyway, then you had Apple Records. I don't know if you're old enough to remember Apple Records with the Beatles. See, maybe Apple. Wonder if there was ever a connection there. I don't know. Oh my God, this is terrible. Oh my God. Hold on. I gotta stop this shit. Okay, this is bad news, folks. Just brace yourself. This is from the Daily Mail in the UK. Steel worker kills himself by jumping into furnace at Chinese factory after losing 6,000 pounds in a day on the stock market. It's not the stock market, it's the stock market, okay? A steel worker has killed himself by jumping into a furnace at a Chinese factory after he lost 6,000 pounds in one day on the stock market. Wang Long. We ain't long no more. 34 was captured on CCTV throwing himself into the molten vat of steel. Oh my God, at the factory where he worked in Boto, Inner Mongolia. A haunting still image shows him silhouetted against the fiery well moments before he hurled himself inside, causing red leaping flames and black smoke to billow out. Oh no shit. Jeez. That is so freaking crazy. His employer, Biangang, or Bogang, confirmed that Wang's death was believed to be related to a large amount of losses and that he could not repay his heavy debts. What a way to go. I tell you what. It's pretty close to instantaneous death, though. It'd be like, psst. It'd be like one of them gnats or one of them bug zappers. Psst. Wow. Sick shit, man. Oh. So I wonder, there's still not. Here's the crazy thing. Some people are calling it, okay, I say Matt Getz. Other people say Matt Gates. I don't know which it is. I've heard both. But like I said, you say tomato, I say tomato, whatever. It's Gates, Mac, whatever the hell his name is. Everything's going on with this guy. I mean, like, and they're even like, they were saying like he even got a hold of his dad to help him with this, pay off this guy to be hush money, you know. If they're gonna pay like the hush money, man, it's like, geez, it must have happened, you know. If somebody came up to me and said, "You pay me $25,000 or $250,000 or whatever, I won't tell whatchamacallit what you did." You know what I'd be? I'd be like, I'd be on Twitter, I'd be on Facebook, I'd be everywhere in the world. I'd be like, "Hey folks, guess what? He's saying I did this shit. He wants money for it." No, ain't happening, bud. If I did this shit, I would admit it. I say, hey, yeah, okay, I did, but no, you can't, you know. So, and then he's wearing all these. Did you see this other picture he's doing at them hearings? He's wearing all these. They call them love bands. Did you ever hear this shit? Love bands? I don't know if is this like a kid thing? And he's explaining these different ones for kiss, one's for hugs, one's for, like. Well, if he knows what every one of those mean, there's something going on. And he did that in an article. I should pull it up, but maybe I'll find it in here. What do you think, folks? Okay. I'll quit that. Who's LaHood? This is a Hill 1 hour ago. Department of Justice. LaHood failed to disclose loan from Lebanese Nigerian billionaire. Oh, okay. Here we. Ooh. Uh-oh. See, they're starting to clean house now, folks. Former Former Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood failed to disclose a loan he received from a Lebanese-Nigerian billionaire, the Department of Justice said on Wednesday. I wonder if he's in trouble. Let's see. Like I said, this is thehill.com. Don't say who the writer is. Don't even say when it came out, but let's read it. LaHood, who served as Transportation Secretary from 2009 to 2013. Oh, that's not good. Under then President Obama, has resolved a federal criminal allocation into a $50,000 check between himself and an associate of Gilbert Shigori, who was accused of making illegal contributions, prosecutors said. So it wasn't a Trump guy. This was a Obama guy. LaHood admitted to accepting the check with the word loan written in the memo from Tufik Joseph Bacalini. In June 2012, prosecutors said. However, LaHood didn't disclose the check on government ethics forms because he knew that the money came from Shigori. Okay, so they're, like I said, they're cleaning house, but they're going way back. Okay, according to a non-prosecution agreement, ain't he lucky, from December 2019, LaHood initially denied receiving the loan. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now he lucked out because he got a non-prosecution agreement from December 2019 when Trump was in office. LaHood initially denied receiving the loan when the FBI interviewed him in 2017, but acknowledged receiving it once he was shown a copy of the check. LaHood allegedly also didn't tell. What the hell is this shit? What? Get out of here. The money came from Shigori. Okay, so that's it. Oh no, come on. This is from The Hill. Politics. The Department of Justice asked for more time to make decision on turning over Trump taxes. Justice Department, a lot of Justice Department shit coming out here. Justice Department DOJ lawyers have reportedly requested additional time to determine their response to House Democrats' request for former President Trump's tax returns. CNN reported that lawyers for the department, along with attorneys representing the House Ways and Means Committee, said in a joint filing Wednesday that they have had communications and anticipate further communications that may inform defendants' position in this case. The Justice Department lawyers who represented the Treasury Department in this matter asked the judge for an additional month to make a decision on whether to release the tax returns. According to CNN, they better they got to release them tax returns. There's no way to, then you'll know it's like one big club. You know, when you got everybody in the Department of Justice turning over to being a Democratic type thing instead of a Republican type thing, and then decide not to turn over the taxes. See, I knew this a long time ago. See, this is like, and it's been going back and forth in the Senate forever. You know? Well, if you do, and then Lindsey Graham's always famous for that. Well, you can go ahead and do it, but next time we're in charge, we're going to do the same thing to you, you know. Okay. And then Democrats are dumb enough to say, yeah, go ahead, do it. And the next thing you know, Republicans are in charge and they just rub the Democrats' nose in it. And there's going to be a thing with this filibuster the same way. You watch. I don't know if I'll live long enough to see it, but you watch. Democrats get rid of the filibuster to pass all their shit. And I told, whatchamacallit, Schumer. I tweeted him, say, bud, man, go ahead and get rid of the filibuster, pass everything you want, and then put it back in right before the 2022 election. That way, if you lose the Senate, it'll be in effect, and then, then the Republicans will have to go through all this crazy shit to get rid of the filibuster. And if you win again and you still keep the Senate, take it back down. Make it like one of Trump's temporary walls. Did you see that? They built a wall. It had a big old giant fencing and stuff. This big storm came by and just blew a bunch of it over. That's Good construction, that's what I tell you. Okay, so that's that. Justice Department lawyers who represented the Treasury Department in this matter asked the judge for an additional month to make a decision on whether to release tax. Okay, so we already said that. Are you having fun? I am. What? Oh, no. You know I have to do this. This is Fox News in court 1 hour ago. Melissa Roberto wrote this. Sofia Vergara's. Okay, you know her, right? Well, she Modern Family, right? Ex Nick Loeb rejected by a judge in his final appeal in embryo court battle. Sofia Vergara's ex Nick Loeb on Monday lost his final appeal in Los Angeles to gaining custody of frozen pre-embryos the former couple created while they dated. Vergara, 48, and Loeb, 45, ended their engagement in 2014 after undergoing in vitro fertilization. They had been locked in a court battle over the embryos for years. In 2017, the Modern Family alum filed court documents to block Loeb from having access to the embryos without her written consent. Was this like a visitation thing? You go to the thing and you want to visit your embryos? I have no clue. I'm just kidding. I think, you wanted the embryos to make kids, right? I don't want somebody to look like my ex because she was hot. That's what it sounds like. At least that's, to me, I'm, perverted. A little bit. Everybody is a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Everybody got the kinks, that kind of stuff. Last month, the judge ruled in Vergara's favor, granting a minimum permanent. A permanent. She gets a permanent on top of all this shit, She gets a mani-pedi. Permanent injunction, which blocks Loeb from creating a child without the explicit written consent of the other person. The judge also said with Vergara over the form directive the exes signed at a fertility clinic. The directive stipulated that the two have to agree on matters involving the embryos. Okay, so you got some embryos sitting in there. Did Michael Jackson ever get frozen? Is he going to come out someday singing Beat It? I don't know. He's going to look like a skeletal Mickey Mouse when he comes out, though. Hey, man. I can imagine you not liking your looks and stuff, but, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize, but why go through all that shit? Some people do, and then you got that one lady looks like a lion. She thinks she looks lovely. Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, folks, but why do you do that to yourself? And then these people with all these tattoos and shit in their face. You lip me. How are you going to get a regular job? Pizza delivery or something. I'm not putting that down. There's a, you can't. I don't know. Blame it on Reagan. He closed all the institutions. Okay, strange new doctrine of the Republican Party, the Atlantic, 5 hours ago. Florida's noise is usually more distracting than it is enforceable. Florida's gun everywhere mentality comes with a giant Disney-size exception. A business can ban guns from its parking lots if it uses fireworks. What? Okay, look, we gotta get through this. Okay, this is the Atlantic.com. No writer. What's going on with no writers and no times coming out? What the hell's the deal with this shit, man? Take care of me here, bud. maybe she can. I don't know. Florida's noise is usually more distracting than it's enforceable. Florida's guns everywhere mentality comes with a giant Disney-sized exception. Okay, here that's the exception. A business can ban guns from its parking lots if it uses fireworks on the premises, as of course Disney World and other theme parks do. Florida, how much sense does that shit make? Florida also compensates employers for the risk its guns everywhere policy creates by eliminating their liability for injuries inflicted by firearms driven onto the property. It compensates employers for the risk its guns everywhere policy creates by eliminating their liability for injuries inflicted by... Yeah, this is getting nasty. Okay, the tech platforms that DeSantis denounced do not answer to state governments at all, as the governor knows perfectly well. His proposed transparency and technology bill is legal vaporware, a press release, not a law. With COVID-19, too, it's doubtful how hard DeSantis truly intends to fight business interests. The Miami Heat NBA franchise announced that beginning April 1st, special section in American Airlines Arena will be open only to fully vaccinated attendees. Social distancing rules will be relaxed in these sections. DeSantis is not stopping that, and if DeSantis will not force the Heat to drop its rules, how much less likely is he to battle mighty Disney if it decides that a vaccination policy will speed the recovery of its business? What the fuck does it have to do with guns? Excuse my language. Strange new doctrine in the Republican Party. Guns and vaccines. Okay, it's just... I should have said that in the beginning, and you guys would be like scratching your head and saying, what the hell's wrong with this guy? The unmasker, this is it, the last one. I think 27 minutes. Get it done. Okay, Sarah Palin. Ooh. Listen to what she changed her mind on. Encourages mask wearing after receiving COVID-19 diagnosis. It had to happen, folks. Former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin says she previously tested positive for coronavirus and encouraging Americans to mask up in order to slow its spread. Palin, 57. I didn't know she was that old. Huh. Okay. Confirmed her COVID-19 diagnosis in an interview with People magazine published Wednesday, stating that she and some of her family members, including her son and daughter, tested positive. Ooh, it's a family thing. As confident as I like to be about my own health, and despite my joking that I'm blessed to constantly breathe in the most sterile air, my case is perhaps one of those that proves anyone can catch this, the former vice presidential nominee told the outlet. No shit, bitch. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. What? No. Okay, this is real quick. Fox News 2 days ago. Michigan judge, okay, this is by Daniel Wallace? No. Okay, Michigan judge drops terrorism charges for 3 men accused in alleged Governor Whitmer kidnapping plot. The 3 men will still stand trial for allegedly providing materials, support for terrorist acts, gang membership, using a firearm during a felony. Judge in Michigan on Monday threw out terrorism charges against 3 men allegedly involved in a plot to kidnap Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Jackson County District Attorney Judge Michael Claren dropped the terrorism charges for Joseph Morrison, Pete Muscio, and both of them, Michigan. What did you read in order? Okay, folks, I got 50 seconds. He also denied a request from prosecutors to add the terrorism count to charges against Paul Beller, 22, of Milford, Michigan. The 3 men were ordered to stand trial on the remaining charges against them, providing material support for terrorist acts, gang membership, and using a firearm during a felony. So they're still going to go to jail, and that's it. So I wonder what the term is. Maybe terrorism's like 20 years. I don't know what it is. So That's the news, folks. That's it for today. How about that shit? Lucky me. Lucky you, huh? Yeah, it's hard, you know. Life's a bitch. Life's a bitch. I'm hoping to get better. This is really, something has really drugged me down these past couple days and the week before last. And, I don't know. Maybe I got the Rona. I don't know. So, hope not. Don't think so. Anyway, you guys have a good day. And I hope everything works out for you. And I'm going to play for the music and all that other crazy shit. So let's do that. Let's say goodbye to the radio people. Goodbye, radio people. Let's say goodbye. And we're going to say goodbye to you. Here, let's go. And you have a good day. Be careful. Don't get that Rona.